season, of course. Before we get into that, I'd like to reintroduce and bring to y'all my co-host and good friend here. What's going on, Mallow?
Hey there, Amelie. How's it going, man? I am super excited. Full reset, man. Nothing's on. Nothing is the same from last season, other than the GMs, and we do have a GM in this match. So one familiar face, but the teams they're fully reset. I can't wait to see what happens here.
And this is going to be our first look at some of the new rosters. Heading into a pretty respectable league up here in the Rival League. We're going to have Galaxy facing off against the Knights. These guys have a storied history, and this is just the beginning of another chapter with brand new rosters. Like you said, this full reset, it's affected everyone. Everyone's excited to see how things are going to pan out with their new rosters that they've picked up. All the GMs are hoping that they did well in the draft, but this is the point where we start to see how that all pans out. So, Galaxy versus the Knights here. I gotta throw it to you, Mallow. Who do you think has the edge in this one?
Oh man, looking at these rosters, these are some really good rosters here, and I love Foam, I love the Knights, but I really think that the Galaxy might edge them out here. I really hope we go to a Game 5, our first match in on stream here.
Yeah, a Game 5 on the very first match of the season would be pretty cool. Not sure we'll quite have that good of a matchup. We would have to get pretty lucky, but you never know what'll happen. With Galaxy Knights, like I said, this is a storied history. They've fought so many times before, and you never really know what's going to happen. And with that said, it looks like my game has crashed again. So Mallow, while you're the only one with eyes on this series, can you please take us away?
Oh Lord! All right, yeah. All right, so kickoff starting with Kaysen and Hardpoint, who is T-Bone on the sheet here, starting the kickoff for their respectable teams. So on the Knights, we have Hardpoint, who is Timu, Mew Jr. and Foam, going up against the Galaxy team of Kaysen, Ventus, and Troy. And right now, starting to see a demo fest go on both sides here, almost trading, but 2 for 1. And now, scoring opportunity by the Knights here, almost had it, wasn't able to get it. Mew trying to keep it on the offensive pressure. The Galaxy team running into each other here. Foam blocking it, trying to get it into the goal. Troy missing, up above the goal. Hardpoint able to score it, up early, 1-0. What a great job here by the Knights, keeping the pressure on. Hardpoint able to get that ball in, and already starting here early, merely. And I know you're I know you're trying to get back in here, but already seeing the demos come out fast and furious here. 1 minute into this game, the Knights are up 1-0. Oh, and as I say that, demo comes right back. Ventus getting the last man back, and Troy able to knock it in. Now we're tied up 1-1 with 4:01 remaining.
And just saw both of those goals on the stream. A little bit delayed, I will say, but some good goals coming out for both sides. Very bump heavy so far, I have to say. Not many freestyles, not anything fancy, but these bumps are getting the job done so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we see the Galaxy team try to take the offensive here, Kaysen missing his touch and allowed the Knights to try and get an offensive opportunity here, and was able to get that for a second. Now they're on the defense here, as Mew trying to get it up past the last man there. Foam going on the backboard. Ventus able to block it. Pulling it down. Kaysen trying to block it. Troy able to get it almost out of the corner. It's still kind of sitting there, just bouncing a little bit. Kaysen keeping control over it, popping it over Foam. Hardpoint able to defend it. I saw a bump there on the third man, but good block there on the backboard there by Hardpoint. And it's a little back and forth now that they've calmed down a little bit. But I'm sure we'll start seeing some more plays coming up here. Maybe another bumper demo come in. And I'm trying to do like 2 things at once here. Let me start that prediction. All right, got that prediction in real quick. I got it. And now, Foam on the offense, trying to pass it. Ventus able to ensure that whoever was going to be behind him wasn't going to get to it. Now on the backboard. You know, right now, a lot of control is being done by both sides of the ball, or both teams, I should say. However, we're not seeing as much of the bumps and demos as we did. They've kind of slowed down a little bit. Nice 50 there by Kaysen, able to get it past hardpoint. But right now, merely, I know you're probably still trying to get in.
Oh, I am back now. I'm finally back.
Thank you, okay. I didn't see you. I didn't see you join. Okay. Well, right now, 1:48 though.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 1:48, and it's tied up 1-1. Who do you think will get this upper hand to potentially not let it go into overtime?
Well, from the 30 seconds of gameplay I've seen so far, Troy almost getting an insane shot on net. Galaxy, who probably were the team that I had favored to win this either way, look like they have some pretty good pressure. They're putting the Knights in some tough spots so far. And you can see it here as they're continuing to go forward and forward. But it's not like the Knights are not fighting back. They're getting shots of their own, so you can see there. And they're putting up a real fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not seeing no domination as far as dribbles or you know, any freestyling or anything. It's a little bit of back and forth, but you know, rival style, right? So it's a little faster paced, a little bump and demo heavy a little bit, but right now 45 seconds, and we're getting close to overtime potential already in this first game.
And the time is ticking down. Now only about 30 seconds left, and both teams, like you said, the early goals for both, they figured out they weren't going to win with that, but that's not the ball to leave, and Mew Jr. will get a shot and a goal on board.
Looks like he may have snuck that one in by Troy there. Troy caught sleeping a little bit. He looked like he thought it was going to hit the corner or something. I'm not sure, but you know, I didn't see who was in the net there to even potentially block it from the other side.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a missed touch, but no time to dwell on that now. It's Galaxy who needs to get one back, or else they're going down 1-0 in the series. Only 15 seconds to do so. Kaysen will try to get a touch forward, but he has no boost to really follow. Ventus takes over. Can't quite find it. And Hardpoint, if he just times his possession well, should have it. A little bit not great time management, though. Foam will get it out. And that's a first win for the Knights, who will go up 1-0. A great start to the series.
Yep, absolutely. The demos and the bumps in the beginning made an exciting first minute there. Tied up 1-1, but what I noticed in the gameplay that I saw there was the Knights, they kept some good boost management and either boost stealing, maybe a little bit of both, but right there they looked very solid, and that team, if that's a preview of this season for the Knights, I think the champs might go back to back.
You know, it's definitely possible, and they are cooking so far. One game in, off to a great start there. It's been a back and forth series so far. That one really felt like it could go either way. Thanks to the individual efforts of Mew, he managed to prevent it from going into overtime. And on the topic of individual players, as we get into the second game, I do want to bring it to you, Mallow, and kind of ask you, from Galaxy, which of these players do you think is going to be the one to lead the charge and pop off as we head into game 2 to try and make a comeback?
You know, me merely, I could see 2 players here, but the one that I would want to see more of is going to be Troy. Kaysen is definitely a close second, but Troy, you definitely want to see do some more of. But you know, like I said, first off, they gotta get their boost management under control, because that is the thing that I did notice. You know, as I mentioned in the previous game.
Yeah, that's very true. Troy, we saw him almost hitting some good shots and helping to keep up the pressure. As Troy, there he is. He'll put the first one in, and that was just right off the bar, but good call, Mal. He'll be the first one to score in game 2.
That was a fantastic block there by Ventus, able to set that up for Troy, and Troy rushing to that ball to get that ball to just squeeze in there, and now the Galaxy are up 1-0 early in game 2.
Oh, they're about to lose it already, though. Foam off the kickoff. I'm not sure if that was a kickoff strat. Might just have been a bit of kickoff happenstance, but Foam's ready for it, and they'll tie the game right back up.
Yeah, Foam had a fantastic cheat there. As I don't know if he was third man or the second man there, but he did a fantastic cheat up to there and was able to score that quickly and answered. That's what you want to do as a Knight player or as a Knight fan. You want to see it. You want to see those quick answers.
And so far, they've been able to answer for everything that has been thrown at them. Obviously, taking game 1 pretty handedly, but Troy here trying to make something happen with no boost. Won't quite get it. Mew has to make a tough read. He won't make it, but Ventus can't make the shot either. That one stays clear. You would think that might be a shot that Ventus will want back, but he also might have been thinking that it wouldn't have been a miss from the defender. Ball will be sent out, but it's another shot from the Knights as they're racing back, trying to get another one on the board. Here comes Ventus. No boost. He'll have a lot of work to do with that. Can't quite find it. Now Mew with the flick, and he gets a great one. Troy not in the right position, and Mew so far, the Knights clutch player coming through once again.
Oh my goodness, what a flick there by Mew. No boost. Who needs boost? Mew doesn't. And great job there by Mew catching, once again, the defense sleeping just a little bit, but hey, you know, it's still early. Plenty of time here. Galaxy can still do something here. You know, got to see Troy, and you talked about it earlier, though. Ventus, I kind of half agree with you, but at the same time, I think that thing was pretty open to where I think he probably should have had that. I know he definitely probably would want it back, though.
Yeah, and I do think if you ask Ventus, he would probably say that himself as he goes for another double touch there. That definitely now going down another goal might be one that they are going to regret pretty heavily. So far, the Knights having what seems like full control of the series. If this one gets sent down, could be another opportunity. Troy there just in time. But Ventus gets the ball past 2. This is kind of open, but not scoreable. The pass middle, and Kaysen will put in a great play from Galaxy to bring it back.
What a great pass there by Ventus, getting it around both of the defenders. And Ventus was getting bullied by Hardpoint prior to that, or no, it was Kaysen, I believe. But one of them was getting bullied up there prior to that goal, and still able to, you know, have the mental to get back into that and make a score.
And that he did. Very good job by Galaxy, but they're still under heavy fire. So Knights ringing another one off the backboard. This is just going to be a free shot. Kaysen luckily happens to be in the right place at the right time and does well to make the most of that defending. They're still under pressure. Hardpointing gets this middle, and Troy's not really back yet. Mew tries to take the shot. Won't quite get there. Galaxy stay alive for now. They have no boost. Although that might almost just got pinched into the back of the net. Hardpointing tries to get a demo on Kaysen, can't quite find it. But the offense continues. This one flying high in the air, the ground pinch attempted. No power on that. As we're at less than 2 minutes remaining now, this has just been a battle of back and forth, answers and responding, shots and defense. But so far, it feels like this is a crucial moment for Galaxy. You really don't want to go down 2-0. This feels like a must-win game here, Mallow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It really is. And you know, that last defensive stop by Galaxy with Kaysen and stuff, avoiding that demo, that saved a goal for sure, because otherwise we'd be looking at the Knights up 3-2 right now. But good poise, good you know, focus, and the Galaxy are still fighting into this, trying to put that pressure on, which they're doing a pretty good job of. We'll see what they do here with this last minute remaining.
And now we are in another situation where both teams probably want to avoid OT. That one's going to go close to net. Kaysen can't make the touch, but Ventus bails him out just barely. It's back again for the Knights. That's 2 players up for Galaxy. They might regret sending so many, but Hardpointy won't immediately attack. Instead, they'll take it back, trying to outplay the defense one by one.
Ooh.
It's a huge demo, though. Ventus can't clear the path any more than it already is. Troy sends that one high. Trying to get this ball back into the middle, but they don't want to overcommit, and Mew, he had a bit of an open net. Maybe not one that was easily scoreable, but still, not the overcommit that you want to see from Galaxy. It's 19 seconds left. We gotta see something out of these boys, or else another overtime, and the Knights are only 1 goal away from going up 2-0. Now 10 seconds left. Hardpointy looking to make something happen. Gets a touch middle.
Uh-oh.
There's no Knights members there for the touch. And it looks like this one might just be going to overtime unless we get some last minute shenanigans, and we won't. Now, our first overtime of the series, and it feels justified as this one has been neck and neck so far. It's that one I thought we were about to have a goal straight off the kickoff, but it's hard to feel like who has an edge here, Mallow, as both teams just seem so even right now.
Yeah, and Galaxy, they're really good on the demo. Ooh, what a save there by Hardpoint. And they're really heavy on the demos and bumps, but the problem is, oh my goodness,
No way.
no. Oh my goodness. But the thing is every time I've noticed them go for the bumps and demos, the Knights punish them for it, or almost punish them for it. So they have to be careful how far they reach in. You pointed it out before. Now, I think you still have to send it full send now, since you're down 1-0. This is kind of a must-win game here, and you want to shift that momentum as quickly as you can.
And it is full send, but maybe not like full send, maybe like half full send, because yeah, they do tend to overcommit a little bit when they get in those positions. And the Knights definitely get their opportunities back, but no overcommitting here. This one almost on net. It might be pushed through, but it's not. And another goal line save for the Knights, who have had 2 very close opportunities. Foam almost gets the pre-flip on target. Can't quite find it, and this is a risky ball to jump for Hardpoint. So that one's popped up again. Foam, no boost in net. He shouldn't really need it, as Mew tries to bail them out, but he can't. Kaysen can't get on target either, but Ventus will. And I will say, an extremely sloppy overtime, but eventually Galaxy do come out on top.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass there by Kaysen, just barely edging it over to Ventus, getting it in front of the goal, and oh man, Galaxy tying this up 1-1 now. We're in a much better series now, especially for Galaxy. You know, they're breathing a sigh of relief after that one, because for a couple minutes there, merely it looked like the Knights may have been running away with this one, but the Galaxy brought it back.
Yeah, and they did manage to bring it back. It seemed like there was about 3 or maybe even 4 times that they should have brought it back a little bit sooner. I will say, where the Knights just barely managed to stay alive. But to be fair, that's happened on both sides of defense. Galaxy with some very close saves as well. Kaysen, in fact, getting 6 saves himself. Just an absolute brick wall on the goal line. But Galaxy are the ones that are going to come out on top. And another 1-goal game, another game that's kind of hard to deduce anything from about either of these teams. It really feels like this one is just going to be jab after jab, and it's going to be tough to call the winner here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about it before. The biggest takeaway that we've noticed so far is when the demos come hot and heavy from Galaxy, the Knights tend to find an opening sometimes and able to counteract the demo. So we'll see if they're still able to do that when the opportunity presents itself. But right now, like you said, merely it's a back and forth, and it's almost like other sports where it's whoever has the last possession is going to win the game here.
And it does feel kind of that way in this game. Although I will say the last game was much more defensive and with crazy happenstance on the goal line. But both teams look very threatening on offense and pretty susceptible on defense so far. I have noticed a few uncharacteristic misses off the backboard, specifically from Galaxy. They definitely want to get that under control, but it's a new game here, still 0-0. Has no defensive mistakes so far in this game. And Foam will try to get that one middle, trying to get the pre-jump, in fact, off of Mew's touch. Can't quite find it, and that might be an open net the other way. Not quite once again. These Knights will survive when maybe they shouldn't have. As Hardpointy tries to flick this one out. Can't quite find it. Kason will shoot that one high, and Troy expected the miss, but good job to Mew to get that one through. Not turn it into an even more awkward situation. Troy will get one touch off, but it's more of just a pass to the defense. Mew's able to send it away. Kason will get the touch. And Ventus should be the first to the ball here, trying to control it. But Mew is just too fast. All over it. The ball is lingering in the backfield now. Definitely, I'd say less of an aggressive game so far, even as that demo comes through. Both teams seem to be playing a little bit safer.
Oh yeah, absolutely they are, for sure. But it is early, and I would still even say that while it is rival league, you still can get some stream nerves, especially in the very beginning of the season here. But rival, I don't see that actually being a thing. So who knows? I know we got at least one of the players chatting it up in the channel between goals and stuff. But some people do well with that, and right now. Definitely a much safer game for sure, and we'll have to see who decides to break that first.
It seems like it might end up being Galaxy. Hardpoint actually does incredibly well in the 2v1 to keep that ball from going in, but Troy's back again, not on target, just peppering around the net as Kason tries to find the finishing blow. Still won't be enough to put that one on the board. Boom. The weak clear. Troy sends that one on net. It's so awkward, but Foam is just barely able to get back once again. They're just camped out in their net, barely saving everything that's thrown at them, but they can't do it forever. And Troy comes through to put another one on the board.
After 6 shots, Galaxy score. And that's the biggest thing right now, is the pressure on Galaxy there was relentless, and eventually, like you said, it's going to go in, and that's exactly what happened. Now the Knights, they just got to get some offensive pressure going here, because one shot ain't going to do it in rival league or any league really.
Yeah, if you hit every single shot you take, that still might not even be enough to win a game, because one goal is not much to defend with. And so far, the 6 shots comparatively from Galaxy, that is a great save by Ventus, by the way. Still keeping their lead intact. Still keeping the Knights from scoring. Seems like Galaxy are starting to get a lot more confident. They're starting to, well, as Kason does it, opts to not go for that ball, we'll say. But they're starting to take more chances, and they don't look quite as overcommitty. I know that's not a word, but they seem more composed now, I'll say, Mallow. Oh, never mind.
Oh my goodness. So what happened was, that was a great pass there by Mew. What a beautiful pass. Foam able to squeeze that. I don't know how he managed to squeeze that in there, but Foam did it, and right now tied 1-1. Of course, I say that you need more than one shot, and yeah, 2 shots is great, and you score one of them, but you still gotta put a little more offense than that. So hopefully we see the Knights do that. They are the champions for a reason. Foam is, especially on that team, since he is the returning player, being the GM for that org. But I don't know. Merely, it's been back and forth. I don't know who might get this first goal unless we're going to go to overtime.
And it might just be another overtime angle. That's a big backflip from Ventus, though. Troy does well to get a big clear. That one will be sent off to the side. 8 seconds left now. It would have to be something quick, but it might just be Foam. Can't get that one through. And now Hardpoint's in danger, actually. Troy might be able to just shoot this, and he will on 0 seconds. The overcommit that you didn't really think would matter, but at the end, Troy comes through once again.
Troy, great job there by Troy. Man, brings back memories, doesn't it? Yeah, great job there by Troy. Oh, wow. you hate to see it if you're a Knights fan right now, but it's 2-1. Don't count yourself out. It's been going back and forth. And right now, merely 2 shots. If you're the Knights, you definitely got to get more than that. Otherwise, game 3 might be a tough one for you.
Yeah, they really have to find a way to break this pressure. This game, even though the Knights did get that 1 goal off a nice little pass in the corner, they didn't really have much pressure. Maybe about 20 seconds compared to what felt like minutes for Galaxy. And if Galaxy can continue that up, then I don't think they're really going to struggle much. Knights are the ones who have to put the onus back on them. And okay, hardpoint crashed too, so it's not just me who's having trouble with Rocket League.
Do you feel better now? Now?
I guess as they're prepping the new update tomorrow, they broke their game. Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time.
You got to fix some things to break some things. So, or introduce things in this case. But real quick, merely looking at that game 3 there. Obviously Troy denying the second overtime of the series. The Galaxy squad have looked much better compared to especially game 1. But what do you think the Knights have to do in this game in order to get back into this and take it to a game 5?
Yeah, I really just think it's all about disrupting that Galaxy offense. Because Galaxy was kind of able to get in their zone last game. They were able to do most of what they wanted. And that's too scary of a thing to let happen. I mean, the Knights have still kept every single game so far to a 1-goal game. Even the one they won was a 1-goal game. But they can't be taking 2 shots, like you said. They really have to try and find a way to get better pressure here. As we do get into game number 4 now. This could be the final one of the series. Up to Galaxy to help us see if that is the effect that's going to happen, as that one just slips out to the midfield. A little bit of a blunder, but no capitalization so far, as Mew surely will take into the air with this one, as he does. Tries to get off the ceiling. Not a strong enough bounce downwards, though. He's not able to find much happening there. Hardpoint, he will look for the double touch, and it's good! He gets it right! And that's such a banger to start us off. Hardpointy showing up in the series.
And if you're a Knights fan, this is exactly what you want to see. Hardpoint, fantastic double touch there, double tap. And the Knights are up early. We've seen this before, though, so will the Galaxy answer back quickly, or are the Knights going to be able to run away with this and take it to a game 5?
And so far, it really does feel like the team that got scored on first answered back quickly every time, doesn't it? So far, I feel like that has been the case. But we'll see if that's changed this time. Galaxy, of course, will be wanting that trend to continue. As Ventus gets this out here, looks for one more touch. Can't quite find it. Kaysen will lob another downfield, and that's a big miss from Foam. Gonna be a little bit awkward, looking for the pass. Ventus didn't bite on it. Maybe thinking that was already in. But Galaxy will escape without another goal. And Knights escape without getting scored on. Their lead is still intact for now. Ventus looking for a pinch downfield, can't quite find it. Foam will be the one to take back control. But it's blocked away by the defense. And Galaxy will send that one out. The ball just kind of lingering in the corner, and this is the moments of small ball where nothing huge is really happening. No big threats being put forth by either team. But these are some of the moments that can win games, and Hardpointy make sure that the pressure Galaxy was mounting does not pay off there. And so far they've done a great job here, Mal. They've done a great job of shutting down the Knights defense.
Yeah, they have, and at the same time, we could say that the Galaxy team here on offense is actually not as well as it has been too, because one shot, yeah, it's looking a lot like the Knights were last game. So, can they keep it up to get to a game 5 or not? We'll see. Oh, I know Hardpoint wants that. Oh wait, no, just kidding. That was their own goal.
That would have been a crazy shot still. And Galaxy do look like they're ramping up now, trying to keep this pressure going. Ventus will take it around 1, almost around the 2nd. But Mew there with the touch. That's a great touch, and Foam is able to almost put it in the net. Not quite though. Ball is sent once again. A minute 30 remaining, and still only a one goal game, but Galaxy, it seems like, has been successfully shut down for the time being at least. Ventus trying to change that, but not the best touch out. Follow as Knights are able to just squeeze this one middle. Hardpoint around 1. Gonna keep taking it. That's around a 2nd. Might be able to set up a pass here with the bump. Can't quite find the finishing touch. Still, the Knights continuing to hammer on this defense. And Foam will put another shot on net. Saved away by Kaysen. Galaxy are the ones now they're struggling to actually get out of their half. It feels like they've lost their bite from the last game already.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not too sure exactly what it is here. If they're just kind of taking it easy to see how the Knights will play, and when they're pressured, or which I don't know if you'd want to do that on a game 4 here, but or if they're just something big, but they got good boost and all of that, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. But 10 seconds left. They still have an opportunity to tie it up here, but I don't know. I think we might be going to a game 5 here, merely.
It very well might be. All they have to do is shut down this one last attack. Troy will try to get through. It's close, but Kaysen not quite able to get to that touch. That looked like it might have been an OT sending goal, but no goal for Galaxy, and actually completely held scoreless. So the Knights in this game, really all they did need was that one goal to stay up. And as long as they can limit the Galaxy offense from getting too out of control, it seems like they're in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, they are. And right now, if you're Galaxy, you gotta ask Kaysen and Vent to help you out here if you're Troy, because Troy's they're all doing their thing. They're, especially on defense, they're doing great on defense. However, their offense is very lackluster here, and so hopefully we see a change here in this, because Galaxy they were clicking there for game 2 and 3. So hopefully they bring it back here in game 5 and able to complete the prevention of the comeback. But we'll see what happens here.
And we will have to see as we get into game number 5 here. And I mean, the very first stream match of the series, or of the season, excuse me, and it goes all the way to game 5. You really can't ask for a better outcome than that, Malo. I mean, especially a match like this, you can't ask for a better one. As we kick things off here, Foam already going for a flipper set in the corner, trying to get this offense going. And Mew off the ceiling gets a shot on target. Won't quite be able to put it home. It's a very good attempt. Knights already looking dangerous, already looking aggressive, already looking like they want to take this game 5, as we've already seen a little bit of trash talk in the game lobby as well. Of course, most of these guys are friends as well, but they do have their rivalries. They do, of course, both want to win this series, first on stream for the season. Ventus goes up for the double here, trying to get it down. Can't get the block on Foam. They'll have to rotate back as the ball turns the other way. Hardpoint able to get it middle, and this is a little bit awkward. Ventus plays it slow, looking for the flick. Gets it past one, and it's all the way in. A great flick to start us off in game 5.
Well, I don't know if Ventus heard me or something here, but Ventus showing up here for the first goal, getting the first goal in this game 5, and merely I was thinking about this. I think this is the two teams, the teams, not necessarily the players, but the the teams that were in the grand finals last season. So it's kind of a rematch here. So right now, though, if you're the Knights, you want to do what you've been doing the past couple of games. Answer quickly. Otherwise, play your defense and just try to prevent the onslaught like the game 2 and 3 happened.
Yeah, and you really do want to stop that from happening. We've seen what happens when Galaxy gets going and Ventus almost making it back again to make it another close one, and Troy will get that one through. So that's another goal for Galaxy. They're ramping up here.
Yeah, and like I said, maybe they were just seeing how the Knights were going to play under pressure and see what would happen. And now, Troy, maybe they just took a break and was eating tacos. I don't know, but right now though, they're looking much better, especially when you compare them to Game 4. So hopefully they keep this up, for their sake. But I'm happy. We got the prediction of the Game 5, or at least I got the prediction of the Game 5 right. And seeing that Game 5 here, because this has been a great matchup so far.
That you did, and I mean it's been close the entire series, no matter what. 1-goal games all around. It felt like it had to come down to Game 5. Now a little bit of a mountain to climb for the Knights as they're down 2-0, and that's the biggest lead I think we've even seen so far in the series. Less than half the game to come back from it, and Kaysen going for the double touch, can't quite get, as that one's going to be cleared out. Will be sent back once again. Foam coming through with the air dribble, can't quite make anything happen. So that one bounces middle, looking for the touch, can't quite find it. And this is where the Knights are going to start to panic just a tiny bit. They have to get some sort of momentum. They have to get 1 goal on the board, at least with time remaining. And they're probably going to want a good amount of time for that second one. It has not been easy to come by goals in this series. It's a huge demo though. Kaysen gets it past 1, and that could even be a third. No one there from Galaxy fast enough to contest it. The ball does get sent out once again, but it's just more time wasted. More time off the clock. Foam trying to challenge that one. Knights just trying to make anything happen. That 50 will go all the way across, and no real opportunities coming through it. Foam hits the ball back just a little bit. And as we're nearing the 1 minute mark, seems like the Knights just aren't getting enough chances. You even wonder if they can manage to get 1 goal, will it be fast enough? I don't know. They might just not have enough chances in this one.
They need to do it now, otherwise it's good. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, they need to do it now, otherwise it's going to be a very tough 30 seconds or less, and so they get it right there with the 1:05 remaining. Great job and great pass there by the Knights, and now they cut the lead in half.
And now we can see who's really pulling the strings behind the game. This Mallow, it seems like whatever you say does end up coming true. As, oh my goodness, Galaxy almost able to pull away and re-extend their lead. That one just barely stopped from going in the back of the net. The Knights are back on the ball, trying to get it forward. Mew will have to make a touch back though. That one just too awkward to deal with. Hard point getting it past 2, can't quite get it on net. It's so close, and it is in. Boom! Somehow manages to put that one away, and it's all tied up.
What an angle there by Foam. I thought that was going to hit the corner and bounce out, but no, Foam was able to sneak that thing in, and we're tied up with 30 seconds left.
All right, fair enough, Foam. Fair enough. It's all tied up with 30 seconds. This might be another game going to OT, but it's under instead. It's so close to going in, but the save, they barely get there and keep it out. The hopes are still alive. The Knights are still alive. And 12 seconds left. It's actually going to be Galaxy trying to push forward. Foam blocks that one out. Can't quite get the follow-up touch. 2 seconds left, and it's looking like we're headed to overtime. Unless something goes down here, that one's sent away. And the ball just needs to touch the floor, but it still won't for now. That one almost on target. Foam can't quite get under it enough, and we will be heading to overtime in game number 5 here, Mallow. I mean, this is what it's all come down to already.
Oh my goodness. That last minute and a half just basically summarized this whole series so far. Fast and crazy saves and shots all around. And right now, I really don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not 100% sure either. I kind of thought that Galaxy had in the bag when they came out to such a strong start, but now it doesn't seem like it really is 100% in their favor anymore. The Knights have been able to battle back every single time they've been down, every single time they've been scored on. They just have to battle back for one more goal. That goal could be anyone's. This one will pop up to the middle hardpoint, looking to take control. Instead, it's Mew. But that one's going to roll back at the net. Foam barely in time to make the save. That could have been ugly. But this time, it won't be a slow roller into the net. That finishes the series. One popped up over high. Foam having to dodge a demo in net. So that one sent off the backboard. And the shot! Kason from the wall redirects it into his own, into the back of net. What a shot.
Oh my goodness, what a shot by Kason. Holy cow. And, you know, that just showcased exactly why I was talking about not just Troy, but Kason. Kason is a fantastic player, and right there, you know, just showed why that is the case. 8 shots total by the Galaxy team. I'm guessing, I can't see what it was for the Knights here, but I think it was probably between 6 and 8. And Kason and Troy there put on a clinic, especially towards the end. Well, I should say the entire lobby did. What a great series, and a great way to start season 11 on stream here at Nemesis Gaming League. Merely, who do we have up next?
Yeah, well, that might be the best opening match that we've ever gone in Nemesis history. I mean, defending champions going to Game 5, you'll love to see it there. And yeah, we will move on, even though we might still have to take a ventilator to recover from that one. We do got to get the next one out pretty quickly, as up next we do have the Prospect League coming through, Ember versus Rooks. That one we are a little bit behind for, but what a game. Thanks to the Galaxy and the Knights for being able to make it to our first stream game, and thanks for making it a great one. Mallow, thanks for casting with me. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll be right back after this short break.